Here we are,
Oh, fuck.
ready to go.
iPad had a topple there. G'day, everyone.
Hello again. Can everybody hear us? Can everybody see us?
We'll do a quick radio check.
Radio check.
Radio check.
We're not trying to be as delayed. Yep, everybody can hear us. Done.
Slightly passive-aggressive comment.
Yeah, it's an extremely passive-aggressive comment. We don't like that.
Don't need for that.
How's everybody? Living? Have you got the chat to put up here so we can have a look at some of the chat's questions during this race? Because no doubt it's probably going to be quite a lot more boring than.
I might need to stick a lifeline in the blower.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, because I'm using it right now.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm running thin margins over here. 5%.
Oh, and we've got a gifted tier 1 sub from Ollie.
Oh, cheers, Ollie.
Cheers. Get the scam train going. So, as many of you know, first race of the year. Is it going to be a backbone performance by Max Verstappen, or we got any sort of upsets coming?
I think the only thing that can stop Max Verstappen today is Honda.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's mine.
It's gonna be a hell of a stream, a hell of a race. Hopefully, that midfield's looking tight.
Midfield's going to be good. I think we should again take the approach that we took towards the back end of last year.
Oh, Chloe with a sub.
Thank you, Chloe. And just pretend that Max Verstappen was never born.
Yeah, it doesn't exist. So we discount that Red Bull, and we go from P1 is actually P2.
Yeah. I think we just stick our heads up our asses with this one and then pretend nothing bad's happening.
No, totally. Understood. Bahrain, what a track. Actually a really fun track to drive.
It does look cool, to be fair.
It is.
Is it the best Middle Eastern one?
I'd say it's, well, I think Jeddah's generally speaking the probably the most fun to drive on.
Yeah.
In terms of overall, I think Bahrain's up there.
Yeah. Bahrain's
up there. The only problem with Bahrain is that us as drivers, we spend so much time testing there.
You're sick of the place.
You sort of, it's very recurrent, let's say. But looking forward to what is turning out to be probably a solid F1 season. Hopefully, less dominance from the Red Bulls and a backbone year.
Yeah, should be, mate. I can't see any reason why I would have anything less.
Let me just try and pull up the
sorry, I was going to do the chat, wasn't I?
Chat?
Oh, that's suboptimal.
That is terrible.
Yeah.
There we go.
Here we go. Alright, so we're running some AirPods here.
Running some AirPods to give you some insight.
Hooked up to Sky.
Just turn off your Bluetooth.
My Bluetooth?
As well, yeah.
Yes.
That's Sky. And that's us.
There you go.
Can we get a sync?
Not right now. I mean, I think we're in the middle of a Cognizant ad.
Yeah. Bahrain
Grand Prix.
Big old
fireworks.
Fireworks.
Dun 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 dun.
There you go. So we're just watching the F1 intro right now, so we're probably a little bit back on you guys, but bear with us. Maybe press pause and then move along on our stream, and hopefully should be good. Yeah, intro's finished. Just press pause, I reckon.
Pause your own TV.
Yeah. We can't do anything about the fact
solve all your problems, I promise you.
Unfortunately, we're currently out of our new regular studio, my place at the moment, because of a lack of internet connection, put it this way. And we're right now Formula One Gulf Bahrain Grand Prix. Seeing sort of the world turning around there with all the different races. Big thing on the fact that this is the longest calendar, and it's been a highly contested topic.
I think we do, but Formula One is essentially now just perpetual, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the
thing. Formula One? Yes. At any given moment. Is there Formula One? Yeah.
The only problem I see with that is, unfortunately, the amount of work that the drivers have to do out of the car. Because obviously people would turn around and say, well, look, we get in the car, we drive, and it sort of stops there. But actually, there's so much more stuff that happens behind the scenes that they have to do, like the data, the media, and all that stuff. That, you know, put it simply, a good friend of mine, Caio Colette, you know him very well. A couple of his Brazilian friends who know Oscar quite well, because Oscar and Caio used to live in the same flat. Went to, I think it was the Brazilian Grand Prix last year. And obviously they were looking forward to seeing Oscar again. Now they'd been in F1 and stuff. He had 5 minutes throughout the whole weekend to sit down and chat to them. And that, I think, portrays how little time F1 drivers have to themselves to...
You're just being wheeled in front of paying customers for the entire weekend. When you can finally get in the car, thank God you get some time
It's
to yourself.
actually your time to yourself is in the car, really. It's the only time that you've really got to yourself.
So just take the radio plug out and fucking really get some nice R&R.
Oh, Cat with the 2 gifted.
Cheers, Cat.
Cheers, Cat.
We're going through the grid at the moment.
It's
a horrible photo of Stroll.
Nico Hulkenberg starting P10 with a mega quali.
Alongside the man who is set to replace at Mercedes next year.
Hopefully. Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris on the 4th row of the grid, and all McLaren 4th row. Fernando Alonso next to Sergio Perez, both Spanish-speaking drivers.
Yep, 3rd row.
Then we've got Carlos Sainz, another Spanish speaker, next to Ellen DeGeneres in P3.
Yeah, they're both less important than Lewis Hamilton.
Yep. Charles Leclerc, what a man, I mean, look at him. And Max Verstappen starting off P1.
Yep, sure.
Well, no, actually, Leclerc's on pole.
Leclerc's on pole.
Max
Verstappen isn't real.
And we've got Trix with the Tier 1 gifted. You'll love to see it. But yeah, no, what a race this is going to be, I reckon, for P1. Obviously discounting the fact that Verstappen's going to run away with it. But look, we live in a... You know what they say, you can make your own reality.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we should probably do. I mean, let alone the fact that we may see an upset. We may see a Verstappen that actually the Red Bull doesn't turn out to be so quick. But until we do, how about we just say that
Max
Verstappen doesn't exist? Yeah.
If we say it doesn't exist, he can't hurt us.
No, it's going to be...
Which is hard for me to do, because I appreciate, as a Formula 1 fan, that's what you need to do. But I am actually a Max Verstappen fan, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing. You're a Max Verstappen fan. I think he's amazing. I really like him too. I honestly, if there was one driver on that grid who I'd probably want as a team manager, it'd be Max Verstappen. So, let's see. But I think after 10 laps, we'll probably know what the season's going to look like.
Yeah, I think so.
That's the key takeaway, I think, from this opening race. And hopefully it gives us some crazy highlights. Otherwise, I'm sure we'll have a lot of other topics to talk about.
Yeah, we'll have a chin wag between ourselves and catch up with a few of the fans.
Exactly.
A few of the regulars, you know.
Would you ever play F1 Manager?
No.
No, neither.
To be honest, I've just got better things to do with my time.
You just don't have the time really these days. Yes, we're just about to start the formation lap there. As we see the lovely Rolex promotion. We're really paying the big bucks for that. And it's tickety-boo, and it's the start of the formation lap. Off Max Verstappen goes. Actually, if they've gone for a proper start, Leclerc's had a pretty good launch, so it'll be interesting.
Bit of rubber down on the inside there, perhaps.
You know, it's been it's been a weekend with plenty of other formulas.
They have a lot of
Formula 2, Formula 3. I think there's some Carrera Cup cars as well.
That's the thing that smacked my gob the most.
Sabine with the gifted.
About the Las Vegas Grand Prix.
Yeah.
They decided not to have support races. Sure, it's a schedule thing.
Yeah.
But support races
actually help.
Are there to support the event, and then you can iron out all of these teething issues before the big dogs go out there with their 300+ km/h fucking spaceships.
Yeah. No, I know. It's the Vegas Grand Prix is a highly contested topic. I think some people love it, some people don't.
I think it's going to be great in 2 years' time.
Yeah. It's one of those
this
races.
Year's still going to be... They're still going to
so
up this year, and then next year it'll be good, and then the following year it'll be great.
Yeah.
Because they own the real estate. They've got that place for life. So.
Literally, yeah, they do. No, it's going to be definitely a Grand Prix to look forward to towards the end of this year.
Yeah. As we rejoin the formation lap. Max, weaving around.
As we see, obviously, the fastest pit stop last season from McLaren, a 1.8 second pit stop, which is actually extremely surprising considering.
Red Bull will take that quite personally.
I think they will. The thing is, what we have to remember with these cars is since they've changed from the 18-inch, from the 13-inch tires, those rims are extremely heavy now.
Yeah.
And it's surprising that they can keep the sort of same amount of times in the wheel changes that they did before, knowing that the extra kilos in that wheel definitely
Focus good. Like Formula One is good for that, and they actually do look at the pit stops. Like IndyCar is horrific for it.
Really?
Oh, mate, like Marcus could like roll up to a race weekend and go, "Who's on our front left this week?" Oh, Gary. Like it looks like Gary, who usually does the fish and chip order. Like it's literally that. Like,
really?
Yeah.
As we see, Max Verstappen weaving quite heavily there, getting on the grid, and we're about.
Christian Horner watching his brainchild about to shit on the dreams of 19 other men.
Well, you know, it's. I don't want to count the chickens too early, but.
No, nor I, mate, nor I.
But yeah, I believe that there probably will be quite.
I almost said, oh no, what the fuck? It like stopped on track.
Oh really? Yeah, it's kind of hard to distinguish where exactly the grid boxes are. Yeah, well, the Alpines too.
The Alpines they're in a different postcode. Right?
Well, they're still not actually on the. They've just made it to the main straight. The Alpines, as we now call it, the Le Pen Racing. Le Pen Racing. Just sort of a rebrand they've done over the winter. Quite intriguing that the car with the least amount of paint, which is supposed to make a difference, is the slowest one on track. Word on the street is they'll get to Saudi in a full carbon fibre black car.
Black out.
Yeah. So
good stuff, mate. Well, hey, the last Alpine's just joining the grid now on our screen.
Yep. And we're about to get going. The Alpines have just made it, so we're now 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 red lights, and the backbones are on their way. And Max Verstappen, what a start! He's just done the perfect start he needed to. Leclerc with the toe. He's going to go try and round the outside. Got a lot of gaggle of cars there in the background.
Oh, awkward for Perez.
Yeah, a bit awkward there.
Oh, there's an Aston Martin that's gone halfway around.
I believe that is Stroll, and we've got Max Verstappen scampering away with it, and it looks to me that, is that going to be quite a close fight between the two McLarens? And,
I think so.
It's getting close between the two of them, but Lando Norris retains that lead. I think the outside line was probably a little bit better, less aero wash there. The Alpines are not last.
Oh, there was that Aston.
There was the Aston that was turned round, but, you know, that's something.
McLaren's are still side by side, by the way, just for
Hulkenberg with front wing damage, and that is a fucking terrible thing for the potential new Mercedes driver.
Where's Lewis Hamilton?
He looks to be right behind the McLarens in P9. Tsunoda, great start, P10. Hulkenberg, dead last. I think it's between him and Stroll. They've had a bit of a tangle. Bottas with an extremely poor start as well in P18. But this is looking ominous from Verstappen. Already a second lead on the first lap. And I guess he's just trying to get out of DRS range. I think there is a rule change this year. I'm not sure it affects the first lap of the race. But from safety car restarts, the safety car restarts point of view, you can have the DRS enabled on the opening lap, which means that there is a lot more infighting. Interesting. Sort of a bit of a gap now that's built up between Alonso and Norris behind. Between Alonso and Sainz. Not too much pressure between the two of them. So DRS enabled straight away after the end of lap 1. So
yeah, I like that. I really like that.
I think it promotes the overtaking because having that extra lap with no DRS.
Because you just give you give the race 3 laps to just get a chance to get boring.
Exactly.
And then it's boring.
Yeah, pretty much.
I like that. Here we go, getting overtaken already.
Yep, we've got who's that trying to attack? Is Sargent passing Ricciardo? Oh no, Ricciardo getting past Sargent. Sorry, I believe. Or maybe it's Tsunoda against Albon. Sorry. Way off there, as we see Nico Hulkenberg setting on those hard tyres and hoping to just probably keep going as long as he can on that set of tyres.
Yeah. I think
As
that's what
we
can
see
do, really.
Max Verstappen sort of pulling a slight gap there on Leclerc. So Leclerc leading the race. George Russell P2, only a second behind him. Sergio Perez closely following him in third. Sainz right behind, Alonso P5, Lando Norris P6, and Oscar Piastri P7. Now, if you're Zach Brown, what would you be telling your drivers?
Try and overtake that Aston Martin.
I can take by your sort of yawn there that you're already bored.
I'm pretty, this is a bit dull.
Yeah, this hasn't been the most tantalising opening lap, but
Aston Martin going around is, I don't know, right?
What's the best looking car according to you on the grid? Who would you be going for?
It's probably an unpopular opinion, but I'm actually just going to have to say the Red Bull. I know it's been the same for like the last forever,
Yeah.
but it's a good looking car.
Lando Norris already overtaken Fernando Alonso. Fernando Alonso looking like he's struggling a little bit.
On the softs.
And let's see what Oscar Piastri can do.
They're literally all on softs, so that's not good.
Oh, and George Russell going round the outside.
That was sick.
What a move by George Russell round the outside of Leclerc there. Caught him napping. And he's off on his way.
How good.
Well, let's see how that pace compares to Max Verstappen, but it doesn't seem like the Ferrari switched on its tyres particularly well.
No.
They don't look really that strong. Sainz kind of getting dropped by the cars in front, and Leclerc going off straight ahead.
And look at Perez, not even embarrassingly far off on lap 3 already.
No, I think this is close. They're really using all that track now. It's quite crazy how well those cars ride the curves.
Yeah.
Because you do tend to get quite a bit of movement normally, and it can unsettle the aero balance.
Yeah.
But they just fucking drive over them as if it was
It's like
NASCAR.
NASCAR.
Yeah, kind of. Oh yeah. What can I say? Well, this was a very corporate sort of start to the stream, I feel.
Yeah, I know, we've actually behaved quite well.
We've behaved quite well. Any sort of...
we could change that.
Yeah, no, we can, for sure. As long as we don't go down a career sort of ending path, I think would be great.
It's sparking away, so it's still... I mean, you get a nice little mix of teams in the top 4, with the exception of Perez.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a relatively diverse top 10.
It's quite nice to have
diversity and inclusion in Formula 1.
Yeah, for sure. But on top of that, between the teams, because it makes the strategies a bit more interesting. You know, you don't have 2 teams, then 2 teams, then 2 teams, and 2 teams. People saying it was pretty stressful. I thought that was quite a boring start, to be honest.
It's quite breezy, yeah.
It's pretty routine.
Depends on who you're a fan of.
Of course.
If you're a Stroll fan, yeah, so it'd be probably...
Yeah, probably quite a stressful start. Yeah, it was a pretty routine start, actually. They were all fairly well behaved.
So what's going wrong with this Aston Martin? Yeah, Hulkenberg's there, and then, it's just clumsy.
Well, he couldn't really do anything, because I think Stroll spun around just in front of him, which is...
no, I think Stroll just, turned in.
Well, it was a mega start by Stroll. Well, actually, probably quite a shit start by Hulkenberg.
Yeah.
And I think everybody just stopped on the apex.
Braking, and then he's just got a front wing under his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty simple and straightforward incident. Nothing he could really do about it. I think Hulkenberg was probably just quite surprised.
This is a bit clumsy.
Magnussen with an absolute cracking start. Well, he can't really go anywhere. Yeah. For
First
me,
says Martin Brundle. I tend to
I think Martin's pretty spot on with that. So, bloody Valtteri Bottas with an absolute fucking start.
It's like a PlayStation stuff.
Yeah. He's driving with AI at level 1. He's been done hard with that. Like literally all that good work. Yeah. No
That's
good.
Brutal.
No, and he's just kept going off the track.
To be fair, if you're near the back and you send it down to the inside lane at T1 in Bahrain, I feel like...
Is that again?
Nah, I think that's...
No, I think that was again because Leclerc stayed on track, so Leclerc's just gone off twice. Fucking hell, Verstappen's gone.
Yeah, George ain't too quick. Leclerc's just gone off twice and he's on his ass.
Well, yeah, there's that, but there's on top of that is the fact that Verstappen's just pulled a 4-second gap inside of 5 laps.
Who?
Yeah, no, sorry. Max don't exist.
This is a tasty fight for the lead.
It is a tasty fight for the lead. Look, Russell
Got to work with what you got. You got to work with what you got.
He isn't super fast, and you got them 2 cars right behind him, right up his arse there. You got Leclerc, who's
Science joining the conversation.
yeah, track limits for Russell. Oh, Leclerc already being the policeman that you usually get. You had parking ticket. There you go. Yeah, he's been a bit of a narc right now.
Off there.
He went in, close. Touch and go. But yeah, no, Charles being the FIA there. Let's see what happens. But Sergio Perez finding himself up in the top 5, which is quite unusual.
Yeah. Strange place for.
Well,
Sergio
up
Perez.
until the 4th round of the season, he was actually winning races last year. So, no, pretty decent start to the season for him. As long as
he had a sort of moment of glory here in Bahrain, didn't he? Back in that racing point, which kind of led to his
appointment at Red Bull.
ultimate demise at Red Bull.
Yeah. Oh.
How the McLaren's shaping out? Still relatively nose to tail.
Well, I think Oscar had to get past Oscar had to get past Fernando,
Of course,
and he's just made the move. It looks like
they're
little dive bomb out T1 baby,
track sprock,
and he's popped the anchor and just right by Fernando.
Yeah, grouse.
Fernandinho. Now, James, if you're a team principal, what team would you want to be team principal of?
I'm going to say Red Bull, Cash App, Visa, MasterCard, DHL, Bitcoin, and FTX. Because you can fly under the radar in that role. Franz Tost didn't win fuck all for how long? He never got sacked.
That's true. Yeah. So you're going for the job that isn't going to get you sacked.
Yeah.
I get that.
I don't need that fucking stress. Like, jeez.
Yeah.
I'll go for that role. That's the best job in F1.
The
Team principal at
RB Racing Bulls.
RB Visa Racing Bull.
Cash App,
Bitcoin,
FTX, crypto,
Wall Street, Gordon Gecko.
Yeah.
I think that's the best job.
Yeah, no, I
Because
can
you're not even expected to win.
So that's the thing, though. It's the
Your
good,
bosses don't want you to succeed.
Do you know why it's the good kind of team? Because you're not expected to win, but you have enough resources not to finish last.
Correct.
So you're kind of in that in-between window where you can just start the season and say, well, I'm expecting a midfield battle. But what's a midfield battle? It could be P8 or it could be P4. It's just a midfield battle. So, yeah.
Yeah, and any time that like something was going wrong internally, if you did come under some heat, maybe from the Red Bull boss above, you'd go like, well, look at how you favour the Red Bull team. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, what do you want me to do? Yeah, that's true.
We're giving you these resources. You haven't opened. There'd be a lot of excuses you could put in your way before the buck stopped at you at that job, I think.
On top of that, you're working with young talent. Now they've hired Ricardo, which is not probably the best. As we've got
you're getting an overtake for the lead.
An overtake for P2. I think he's made it. It must have been a mistake from Leclerc into T10 because Sergio Perez didn't look particularly strong.
Uncharacteristically, I think Charles is struggling, mate, actually.
Well, what's interesting is now Sainz is right on the back of his teammate, and it's Ferrari 2024 against Ferrari 2025 at the moment, and it seems to be that 2024 is a lot more in sort of the right range.
Yeah, I think a little bit of wind there, mate.
Those rears don't look good on the Ferrari. If you've got that much oversteer on lap 8 of your first stint, it's going to be a long race.
It's actually quite a nice little tussle shaping up here.
Trying to get
good
past.
For Verstappen, of course.
Well, Verstappen's actually taken off.
How many seconds up the road is he now?
He's almost 6 seconds up the road.
There we go.
So it looks to be that... now, one thing I may add, according to this, is that the Red Bulls... Now, this is me doing my homework.
Okay.
You'd be surprised at how much reading I did. But the Red Bulls didn't use a set of softs in FP3 and instead opted to use a set of the hards, which means that they had an extra... Yeah, Leclerc just went straight. They had an extra set of brand new softs for the race. If they used it for that opening stint, that's a difference compared to using a used set of softs. Even if it's just done one lap,
yes,
got that heat-sided cool that went through it. It's a bit slower. as we see Perez not really making that many inroads on Russell, but Verstappen consistently a half a second faster than the car behind him. So George Russell not really getting reeled in by P2 man.
There's a lot of
Sergio
concerned
Perez.
faces at Ferrari early on in the race here.
Well, it just doesn't look that pretty to drive. I'm not going to lie to you. That
It's
rear
looking
end,
pretty ugly in race trim.
It looks pretty loosey-goosey on the old rear end there. Yeah, Charles keeps locking up. No bueno. Well, is that a
Picture's worth 1,000 words, isn't it?
Is that a back marker? It seems to be, because George
It
Russell
must be a
did lead.
promotional car or something.
Yeah.
Perez.
Extra promotion for Red
Yeah.
Bull, yeah. And Leclerc locking up again.
Lando's going to start getting a sniff pretty soon.
Yeah, I reckon so. And Piastri's getting closer to Lando.
So Lando's hanging out at the back of Carlos by the tune of about 2.8 seconds.
Yeah.
And then Piastri's only hanging out at the back of Lando by 1.8. So
It could actually get pretty feisty for this midfield battle, and Alonso's actually keeping relatively close to Piastri, and Hamilton looks to be extremely close to Fernando. So I don't really know why we're watching this sort of... We're going plan A. Ferrari not trying to... Both Ferraris locking up front.
Why would you update to say we're going with plan A? Wouldn't you just assume that you're going with plan A unless you've been told otherwise?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Norris not really catching in the end, just half a tenth on that last lap. If, according to my predictions, it would take him half a tenth a lap, that would take him exactly the full race distance to get onto the back of old Carlos Sainz.
Yeah, the civil war sort of continues at Ferrari. They're not really hurting each other that much.
Do you know
they're
what
not
they
hating
are?
each other either.
I think they're frenemies.
There's a lot of those between drivers. You know as good
Yeah.
as anyone. Very difficult for active racing drivers to be genuinely good friends
Well, yeah,
whilst competing in the same series.
in the same car.
Yeah, in the same car, and especially even more so.
In F1, but just overall, yeah, no.
To be honest, it's actually quite a credit to both of them that they've been able to maintain the relationship that they do have.
Yeah.
Frenemy or otherwise, because
Yeah.
we've seen things turn a lot uglier. I mean, look at Alpine.
That's the thing, but like in the end, I feel like there's a good relationship off track, but the moment you get on track, a lot of the stuff people don't see.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
of course.
it's I don't know,
Yeah.
because how can I explain it?
You've heard a lot of drivers talk a lot of shit about people who they've said nice things about in the media. Yeah.
Number one. Number two, I've been in teams where there's multiple drivers.
Oh no!
It's Logan Sargent.
Sargent!
Straight on. He must have had an issue at T4 there. That car's in a bit of an inconvenient position. Looks like a
Has he
lot
got
of
Tony
smoke.
Hawk on the curb? And then,
I don't think so, because that
No.
curb's quite flat.
this is quite a curious looking radio.
Radio.
They just screamed.
What position was he in?
James Vowles looks as confused as I.
Yeah. Now, here's a man I could listen to for about 4 hours and never get tired of his
He
voice.
could tell me to do anything.
Yeah, I honestly think if he started a cult,
I'd join.
I'd join.
He seems to know what he's doing.
A, he seems to know what he's doing, and B, he's the...
Oh, he's up.
So what happened?
I don't know. Turn it off and turn it on again.
Very weird.
Well, it's fucked his race.
Well, no, it's not only that. Was it a mistake or was it an actual issue?
Yes. Well, here we go. We're going to look at the Ferraris first, going side by side, down into the braking zone. Carlos Sainz
Is
looks to
extremely
have got it
smart.
done. He's going to have to.
This was close, and he's going to get DRS because he was smart, as I told you
Yeah.
in the F3 and F2 races. He stayed behind during the braking zone in order to keep that DRS speed trap for the second phase.
Well,
of
as we saw in Singapore, Matt, Carlos Sainz knows how to use the DRS zone to his advantage.
Exactly. Probably the smartest man on the grid, I'd
He's
say,
got
based
very
on that.
good
He's
race
very
awareness.
race awareness, yeah. Race awareness through the roof. And yeah,
And here's Lando.
he
in
is
the
reeling him
background
in.
there.
Piastri's sort of keeping with Lando.
You just
sort
see
of
that flash of
1.82
orange in the
seconds.
back of the shot now, don't you?
Yeah, it's just
menacing.
ominous.
Great bit of English from us there.
I'm really working my inner thesaurus today.
We've used the word ominous about 4 times, but we'll let that slide.
Aye.
Okay, so Perez is now giving Russell a bit of trouble.
And he wants some
Grouse.
from Lorelei.
Thanks,
0-0. Lorelei. Yeah, Charlie looked like a bit of a snap there on the exit. No bueno on the traction.
Okay, here's an interesting piece of chat for you, mate.
Oh yeah, go on then.
Coolest sponsor in F1.
Ooh.
Because I just saw that Riva logo on the top of Charles's lid and I thought, that's actually pretty shit hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happened there? Oh, I think the brake balance had an issue.
Yeah. It looked like one of his...
Oh, and
wheels.
we've got some people boxing. Russell boxing from the lead.
And which Ferrari is that?
And Charles
Is that
Leclerc.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They look to have actually done quite well out of that.
Well, it seems to be that Charles Leclerc has needed that pit stop. Is he going to get out before that? That's a big difference between the two of them because that's going to keep Charles stuck behind.
Well, is the Sauber going to have the tyre temperature to overtake?
I don't believe so. I don't think he'd want to get into the fight. Would he?
Nah, wise.
Front wing's a bit bent there on the state car.
Oh, yeah.
It seems to be.
I'm
yeah,
calling calling it the Sauber.
Yeah, look. Front end plate's fucked. Problemo.
Yeah, it is
A bit bent.
a bit jacked up, as the Americans might say.
No bueno. So we got a bit of front wing actually there on the exit of TA. And
Yeah, it's just got a bit of toe out, doesn't it?
Norris has just dropped off massively.
Oh, and the Ferrari's just taken to the escape road again.
Are you serious?
Yeah. There you go.
Charles Leclerc, I don't know.
Bumbling back onto the track.
Mate, this guy's locked his front wheels more times than.
I think I'm hoping for Charles' sake that was for the sake of avoiding a lock up as opposed to locking up.
Yeah. It's very difficult to avoid a lock up. Once you've locked up, you're pretty fucked. I'll be honest with you.
Here is Perez.
Sergio Perez. Little bit
Pretty silky
short.
from Red Bull.
A little bit short on the old there. We got
Nice.
Lando. No, it's actually Oscar Piastri boxing first.
Is that Lewis? Yeah.
That is Lewis.
And
It's a slow start.
slow release for Lewis.
Slightly
Hamilton,
slow.
maybe
Must
trouble
have been on the rear, yeah. No bueno on the rear there. But,
And Perez rejoins in front of Leclerc, locking up a little bit.
slightly behind.
Just behind George Russell. Where's Lewis Hamilton? I've said that. I said this.
Lewis Hamilton is currently in
Quite
the
right so far.
Well, I think he's in that sort of midfield battle, and it's quite hard to dispatch those cars because they're not actually too slow. The cars around them.
Look at the gap George has pulled, though.
Yeah, but you know, when you're in P1.
I mean, he's probably not got the good donkey anymore, does he?
No, I think Lewis is probably struggling on the old engine front. Oh yeah, he's locked. Oh no.
Yeah, he's just
He's
trying to get away with it.
You know the biggest problem about Bahrain is if you go off track,
Sand.
the sand, and especially on brand new tyres like this that have just come out, when the tyre sort of warms up and the shine sort of gets removed, you have these pores that start opening in the tyre, which essentially allows it to give you grip and work. And the problem is as soon as you get sand into these pores, it takes a very long time to get them out, and especially sand being so fine. So as a result, you tend to find that, you know, if you run into the grass or something like this, it will take you a couple of corners to clean your tyres. With sand, it can be a couple of laps.
Yeah.
And so you do lose a lot of performance from it. There you go.
Bit of insight there for you.
Fuck me, mate. I don't even think Sky does any of this reporting. Oi. Lando comes out of the box there. Was that a good stop? We only saw the end of it. He is significantly behind the other two cars.
We'll see where it blends out compared to Oscar. That'll give us a good indication.
It seems to have had a
Pretty much standard.
Yeah.
Pretty much standy. Here we go.
Oh, here we go. Move for the lead. Sergio Perez going for the move. Is he going to go for the dive bomb? Oh, he sold him.
He's gone so deep. Oh!
He sold him so hard, mate.
How good, mate.
What a move. That is just toying with someone, though.
Yeah, mate.
Because he's just made him lunge himself way down the inside.
Yeah.
That's just... That is toying with someone. See, you talk about dive bombs as being a good move. That, for me, is even better.
Yeah, let's psych him out.
Exactly. From the pure point of view that if you get dive bombed, sure, you're a bit pissed off, you lost a position, but
you avoided an accident.
you avoided an accident. There,
You've just been mugged off.
you've been mugged.
Yeah.
So from the ego point of view,
Worse.
no good.
So much worse. Yeah, no, I totally agree.
And Carlos Sainz now boxing. Little bit of a
Pitches a
luck
couple
up.
of the fronts, but he's throwing those away now, so that won't matter.
Gasly P19 in the Le Pen and the
God, are they still here?
P15 for Ocon in the Le Pen.
I thought they'd gone home.
Good stop. Good stop by Ferrari.
Nice. You don't say that often.
No, it's surprising. They haven't fucked up the strategy inside of the first pit stop. So I know there's going to be probably two rounds of pit stops. But yeah, no. No, he's
Yeah,
way
so
behind.
Ferrari-
He's got done by Charles as well. I bet he's well fuming about that. But looking at the way Charles has been trying to keep them tyres in the window, it really hasn't worked on the first lap. So let's see if he can sort of remain.
No,
We got. Bit annoyed on the old front locking front, it seems.
It's interesting to see the guys getting rid of the soft so soon. I know that they don't correlate really at all, but the F2 tyre, obviously the soft, seem to last fucking forever.
Well, I think that's just Pirelli being a bit stupid
Yeah.
about the F2. But yeah, no, so Verstappen in a league of his own. And yeah.
Yeah, how big is it now?
Do you know what I wouldn't mind right now? A good beer.
Good beer. Interesting.
I could do a good beer, can you?
Yeah, I could do a beer. She got any beers?
No, she's got no beers.
Oh, well, that's right.
Normally we'd drink wine, but no beers today.
Yeah, well.
What can I say?
Oh, I don't know what you can do about that, then, mate.
Yeah, maybe I could order a little box.
Fire one up. Yeah, get some bar snacks.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm into that.
Little bar snacks. I don't know if you've got bar snacks on the old Deliveroo.
Oh, yeah, well, we can get some miscellaneous nibbles.
Some nibbles. See, the problem with this is I'm doing a diet at the moment, so maybe we should stick to hard liquor.
I'm fine with that. Yeah, tequila?
Oh, should we get a bottle of...
Yeah, I know what you're thinking.
It's expensive,
It's
though.
expensive on Deliveroo.
It's expensive on my fucking account, brother. Oh. Should we go tequila, though?
Yeah, okay.
We could get a little
I'll do a couple
Casamigos.
of shots of tequila.
Well, it's just as a means of like trying to get this race to go ahead a bit quicker.
No more than half a blueberry muffin today. So that could get...
Little Blanco?
Yeah, go on.
Blanco's pretty easy to drink. I'll get some limes with that as well so we can do some
Have
shots.
we got ice?
We've got no ice, no. I don't believe so.
Double check.
No,
No.
I'd be surprised. Is there an ice tray though? Yeah, there is at the bottom.
Is there?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Just pop a little bit of the old water in there. If it was Armstrong, he'd probably be telling me to only put Evian in there. Because we got Charles Leclerc sort of locking up everywhere, still sort of... In which apartment am I? I'm at a Brazilian friend of mine. Lovely girl. As we've got Sainz really close to Leclerc. Yeah, this is a shit fight for the ages actually between the Mercedes and the two Ferraris.
Shit fight for the ages.
What a good one. So, what else do we want? Crisps?
Oh,
Crisps?
yeah, I'll do a crisp.
Do you want a sort of a Doritos?
Nah, more of a... I like your really salted. I'm pretty straight up and down kind of guy.
Really?
Yeah. I don't like all the
Oh.
tandoori chicken.
Oh, I'm gonna get some
Here we go. Carlos Sainz with a lovely move.
large from about 16 miles out.
That was sick. Have that, Fred.
Quite literally, have that, Fred. And so Verstappen pitting now. He's going to have a free pit stop and just stay up front, dominate this whole race. Probably go for fastest lap, and that will be a Grand Slam weekend.
Oh, now do Russell as well.
Clem, is James just using all of Clem's money? Yeah, I know. Should we get some pretzels?
Oh, you've been using all of my money today.
Actually, I have. This is my payback. This is actually the same. A couple of pretzels?
Yeah, this is 140 quid's worth.
You want 140 quid's worth of pretzels?
No. I actually don't like pretzels.
Ooh,
Mm.
tasty subject.
Max is in.
Yep, he's in. Is it
Now
gonna
this
be
is one of the only things that can go wrong for Max Verstappen. He just crawls up to his marks, eh? Like he doesn't need.
Well, he doesn't need
He
to.
doesn't need to fucking try.
He doesn't need to push. Look at the stop. It's a 2.9 second stop. It's not even that.
We still haven't seen Perez. There he is.
My God, this is boring. Charles Leclerc, not
Maybe
happy.
having a bit of a BBW issue there, Charles Leclerc.
Break by wire.
Yeah. Oh.
Could have taken it the wrong way. Would you like some cake?
Tequila and cake. Oh.
Oh!
Liquids all over.
Man, Sainz is having a mega race. Pants down.
Up the signs.
Would you like some walnuts?
You're coming through with some really rogue suggestions here.
I'm just looking at my, looking after my
Really
diet.
shopping. Zap. Okay.
Zap. I could get you an on nutrition bar if you'd like.
Is it a pistachio? No.
Do you like Boogles?
I've never
Boogles.
heard of Boogles.
Boogles. Some
Nuts.
nuts and bolts.
I'll do a salted
Truffle
nut.
crisp?
Truffle. I like a truffle crisp.
Oh, there you go. Do a douche. I'll get you a couple. Do you like a couple? Oh, do you want to get a snackalami?
Yeah, there you go. Pepperoni.
Snackalami chili.
Go for it.
Actually, let me think. Have they got any pickles? Do you know who's in a bit of a pickle? Charles Leclerc.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's getting shown up by the guy that they've fired after they've extended his contract for, I'm sure, quite a few million euros.
10.
10.
10's the word on the street.
10 a year?
10 more.
10 more million euros. Okay. That's enough to ruin my day.
Yeah, no. Ooh, pistachios could have been nice, but they're out of stock. Do you know what I'm really looking for right now? Like a little saucisson. That would do a treat.
You'd struggle on Zap though, to get a nice saucisson.
Let me try.
All good?
Saucisson. No, I'm just going to try sausages. Nope, that's not the one. Oh, what about beef jerky?
Nah, not a fan.
Not scissors. I'm looking for. What would you call a saucisson in English?
Salami.
Salami?
But it's different, you know.
Well, we could get some salami slices.
It's a bit English, isn't it?
Should we get a antipasti misto?
There you go, that'll do.
Tickety-boo.
Yeah, that should do it.
How good. Bit of tequila, bit of pretzels. Ooh, I forgot the lime.
Good for the soul.
Lime. That's one. How many pieces of lime?
Probably only need one line.
Nah, Capley.
Don't get to you.
We're not getting steamed, or are we?
Come again?
Are we getting steamed?
Oh, we're getting steamed. I'll get lightly steamed. I'll be like a bow, you know?
A what?
Like a bow.
A bao
A
bun?
bow, just gently steamed.
No. Good on you. Oh, Justin just scored. Go on!
How many are they behind now?
They're actually 1-0 up
Oh, yeah.
against
Yeah,
Brentford. Good team as well. Oh, and Danny Rex just had a bit of a mare there.
Getting some more of that sand on those tyres that we talked about earlier.
Yep, he was following an Alpine, which
Holy
is
shit, look what's
surprising.
happening.
I know. Cheese and wine. That is a good day's drinking and fooding.
I do like cheese and wine.
So, looking ahead, is there anything interesting going on this racetrack? Not particularly. Other than the fact that the Mercedes doesn't seem quite so strong on the
Vasseur is frantically looking for exit clauses on that Hamilton contract right now.
Yeah, Lewis not really particularly in a position to make any inroads.
JK!
Who's JK?
He's an old rock star from the early noughties, 90s.
He looks like he's done a bunch of drugs.
I reckon he probably has, yeah.
As we've got Max Verstappen setting a fast... What new? What's new? Hey? Nothing really.
Hey, not much, mate.
Not much.
It's Magnussen's ticking along alright.
So, are we going for 24 out of 24 this year for Max? Do you reckon? He's looking fucking strong. Like, that race car almost looks stronger than it did last year. As Martin said, it seems to me that they've moved the goalposts rather than sort of tightened them or whatever. They've just simply just moved them and put them somewhere else.
Yeah. I bet Newey's got like 7 other ideas. as well. Like,
for
he's
sure.
got like he's gonna have like a B track of like
Well,
car design.
do you know what? I reckon like he could probably retire from Red Bull, get into the RB wagon.
And then just sell
Yeah.
all of his drawings.
Tine with a question. What is your question, Tine? Oh God. This is well off. Hold on. I can't get. Oh. Oh, this is well late.
Oh, that is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's pay a bit of attention. Yeah, let's answer some questions.
Yeah,
Ask
let's answer some
through it,
questions.
because there's not much going
Chat, go on. Give us some questions there. What does a loyal fan of yours like me have to do for a sword? The fuck is that? Wait, a sword? What is a sword? Like a sword? Sword could be many things.
I know, that's what I'm trying to avoid that.
Yeah. Oh, she wants to be mod.
Oh,
No.
sure.
How do I mod someone? New podcast coming? Oh, I don't know. / mod at... there we go. / mod at... There you go. Woo!
Seems to have been relatively easy.
Yep. What's the... James, question on the chat there.
Yep.
What is the inspiration behind your outfit today?
Ted Bundy, actually. I've sort of gone for a kind of Bundy look with a terracotta turtleneck. I watched that Zac Efron movie
Ah,
a couple of weeks ago.
yeah.
And I was thinking, I'll draw some inspiration from that. So,
So you decided to dress up as a serial killer today?
yeah.
Fair enough.
You?
Just my usual, really. Is just I like to dress up for the show.
Yeah.
It's one of my how can I call it? It's the highlight of my week. Put it this way.
Yeah.
To just sit here and chat some shit.
Yeah.
So
That's my favourite thing in the world, is just talking shit.
it actually is genuinely not just an actual how would you call it? It's not just an actual hobby for me. It's an actual talent too.
Yeah. Mm.
I do love my shit talking.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
And
I can't get enough.
yeah,
Hugh Bird. I don't know who
Hugh Bird?
is.
you look like Hugh Bird. Will you do your own site and shop to sell some merch?
Maybe.
Oh, we've got some people who DM'd Alex Dunn. No, I wasn't talking about Alex Dunn actually. I was saying that Nikola Tsolov is probably the best person to DM. Horny bugger. As we've got Carlos Sainz, I'm only joking. We've got Carlos Sainz there, and Sergio Perez just cruising away with it.
Yes, of course. Yep. Yeah.
Really, Perez and Verstappen are in a league of their own.
Well, they're in the car of their own, which is, I suppose, a version of the sort.
It's kind of boring, isn't it?
Let's get back to that conversation topic of coolest sponsor in Formula 1.
Cool. Yeah, coolest sponsor in Formula One.
For me, it's between RM, Riva. I think Alonso had Bombardier for a while. I know that Lance has Bombardier.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with.
NetJets is pretty cool.
Do you know what? If only Louis Vuitton managed to get a bag out to sponsor a car and have. Oh mate, not only LV match. Imagine wearing an LV racing suit.
Yeah.
That would go.
If anyone,
LV is just the most recognisable. If I had to pick, I personally don't shop at LV. I think it's just a bit too.
Yeah. It's a bit too flash Harry.
Flash, yeah. I like my brands with no brands.
Yeah.
Kind of. You know, your Giorgio Armani's. You very rarely see a logo at Giorgio. Not Emporio and the other ones, but Giorgio generally you wouldn't. Brunello Cucinelli. Not that I can afford much that's there really, but no, I like my brands that are understated. No sort of
audacity to them.
Yeah. The only brand I really like branding is the Backbones, but more to come. More to come about that.
I think Louis V race suit would be pretty cool though.
Yeah.
You could do you almost do like the monogram from like the leg up and then like fade out. It'd be cool.
Yeah, for sure. Because we got Zach Brown shouting some stuff about his team. James looks like he would mansplain feminism in that outfit.
This is quite an aggressive assumption.
That is an aggressive assumption.
Sexist undertones, actually, in that comment. Sexist undertones is what I'd say.
And that was their opening comment as well. That was the first timer in the chat. That's a
not a good first impression. Not a good first impression to just drop some sexism like that. But I'm going to let it slide on this occasion.
As we've got an onboard there of Alexander Albon in P14. Yeah, you look like an English literature teacher.
Yeah, that's thank you. Right? That's a nicer compliment.
Nothing much going on here on the racetrack there.
No.
Have you got anything interesting happening this week?
This week?
A lot of work, I guess.
Yeah, a bit of admin to catch up on. I'm going to try and get ahead. I'm going to try and take a couple of weeks off in the middle of March.
Oh yeah? Where do you think to go?
Cornwall.
Oh. How upper class of you.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, I know.
Go down to the person Cornwall.
I've got James Harvey Black. I've got down to Cornwall with my Range Rover.
Yeah, have the Range Rover down there.
Yeah.
Cut up a couple of lads, go shooting or something. Hopefully Percy's down there. He's totally fucking loose up there.
Oh, Percy.
No, so I'm going to try and get down to the sea for a couple of weeks and not talk to any cunt.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not talk to anyone.
Yeah, anyone, that's what I said. So, where are we on?
Lap 26 at 57. Yeah. Tequila's not too far away, I believe.
Excellent news. Mate, you're off to Paris this week?
I am off to Paris. Got a bit of a sim day there I've got to be doing. And what else can I say about Paris? It's just a lovely place, isn't it? We've got
it is good. It's been a while
the
since
Star Cat 7 sub for 5 months now. 5 month streak. Tier 1. But you got off to Paris. Thought I'd return to the motherland.
Yeah, smart. Just check it's all still in order.
Yeah, really, pretty much. Actually, a good friend of mine, Killian. You met Killian?
Yeah. Baps, I call
Baps. Yeah. Oh, Baps. Yeah, no, he needs a bit of consulting regarding his latest contract.
Yeah.
So, word on the street, I shouldn't really be telling anyone this.
Yeah,
but
he's texting me about that.
It stays between us two, right? So he's gone to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
And they conveniently tried to leave a 0 off the contract. Didn't stick well with it. So I've told him he should join Southend United.
Southend United?
Yeah. Southend from...
Because they've just got that Saudi investment, haven't they? Southend
Yeah, exactly.
Smart.
Huge amount of money pouring into the club. And I told Lewis to do the same, to be fair. I saw him in Trancoso actually when I was up in
Lewis Hamilton?
Yeah, me and Lewis.
To retire and come and play for Southend United?
Yeah. He didn't want to go.
No, fair.
I think that.
Well, he must have been talking to Ferrari by that point, I guess. So
That's the thing. He told me unless it's got unless it's a 9-figure deal, it ain't gonna work. And I told him, look, you're not a football player. Yeah, you may be a 7-time or an 8-time world champion.
Yeah.
But you're not a football player.
Yeah.
And do you know what he asked me? He wants to play up front. I don't even know if the geezer can shoot.
I think genuinely he's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I know.
I think
He's actually not bad at football, yeah, apparently.
I'm pretty sure like he was not far off like a academy.
Really?
When he was younger, yeah, in football.
I know is he an Arsenal fan?
Yes.
Yeah, he's an
Yes.
Arsenal fan, which is
Yeah.
a shame, really. Just the moment I learned that, actually, when he told me, obviously became friends.
Yeah.
When he told me,
Conversation kind of.
he kind of cooled off
comes
from
to a
there.
natural end, doesn't it? Yeah.
I just lost all respect for him, you know. 8-time world champion in that, 7-time world champion, whatever.
Well, you know, that's,
You're
the
an
thing, with,
Arsenal
that's the
fan.
thing with Arsenal fans, isn't it? It's hard to respect people who clearly don't respect themselves.
Well, you say that, but at least Arsenal have a bit of history. Imagine being a
True.
Spurs fan.
True. Yeah. Well, quite. I mean,
That's taken it to a whole new level.
that's a real choice, isn't it? Like that's a real choice to be a Spurs fan.
Well, yeah, I think generally speaking, even if it comes down in the family, in the sense that your father's supporting the club or your mother's supporting the club, as a Spurs fan, I think you've got the right.
To give them a waiver and be like, hey, look,
I don't want to.
inflict on you the pain that I've. Yeah. No, I'm with you, mate. I'm with you.
There you go.
And I'm not even a football fan. And I know this.
Yeah, no. Now, did you know? Word on the street. Nico Hulkenberg's Mercedes.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And if you think about it,
If the Mercedes-Benz board know what's good for them, they'll put one of the quickest drivers who's German in their German car.
that's number one. Number two, any guy who's got a huge amount of talent and pace and is already in a good team, Fernando, Sainz.
Mhm.
Who else could you take? Who would be available? Albon.
Yeah.
These guys ain't going to sign a 1-year contract.
No.
And
Hulkenberg will.
if Toto's obsessed about potentially putting Kimi in the car, not next year, but maybe in 2 years' time, you need a guy who's willing to just take a 1-year.
Yeah, he'd be like, yeah.
And I think
sweet.
they're all going to go, fuck that. But Hulkenberg would take it.
Hulkenberg, 1 year in Mercedes. See
Because
how
technically he's already retired. He already retired once.
do that and then go Mercedes hypercar. Just slope off into a Mercedes hypercar drive for the rest of your career.
If they go into hypercar, that would be a great shout.
That will be.
Or he could do amazing results and then find another good team.
Or he could take his money and retire and spend time with his wife and children. Nah.
If you're a racing driver, I think you want to stick to the track, mate. Vesti is just stuck in the poor sim. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the Ocon room.
The problem, I think, is that for Vesti, he should have won that
He
championship,
should have
but he
won the
didn't.
championship, yeah.
And that's the problem with it in a sense, because he got so many wins.
Year 3
He
as
was
well.
unlucky. It was his 3rd year, but no, I think it was second, man.
No,
Yeah.
okay, no, you might be right, it might be second.
Yeah, it was second year. But yeah, it's a shame. I honestly think he did an amazing job. Because to be fair, he got 6 wins in 1 year, which is like, I think only
That's a
Leclerc
lot. Yeah.
and maybe Russell did.
And he had a few techos as well, to be fair. I'm pretty sure.
Drugo, Porchera, yeah, no, they're good drivers, but I doubt that Mercedes would put them straight away in a Mercedes. That's the thing. If they put that much hope in Kimi, maybe.
But Kimmy's been a part of that family for a long time already, so that's the difference. That's the same reason why, Red Bull put Verstappen in there.
Needs to be a European spec series like IndyCar for all those drivers who can't make it to F1. That would be a hypercar, to be honest.
Yeah.
That would be a hypercar in 4 years. Because I think FE's pretty much bogged down. There's no real spot for any drivers in FE at the moment.
No.
IndyCar's full.
IndyCar's very full.
And expensive. Stupidly expensive.
You're looking at 4 for IndyCar now.
4.
Yeah. Minimum.
Minimum. So no, if I was to say, I think hypercar's probably the place to.
It's the spot.
It's the spot to be.
How did I lot get on, by the way?
What about
that?
Oh
We're
yeah.
finished now.
Where did I not finish?
Some friends we are.
Yeah, we're great friends. Ted chatting some rubbish, I think. Yuki Tsunoda in the top 10. Magnussen having a good race, actually. P11. Not sort of doing the Isaac Newton strategy of...
No, he loves a handbrake strategy, man.
He does, but he's actually having a cracking race at the moment. Bearing in mind, we were only at half race distance, and Max Verstappen has pulled out a 15.5-second gap over his teammates. No safety cars, nothing involved in
What's the gap to the nearest non-Red Bull? It's 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's
Give or
pretty
take.
much 20
19 seconds.
A lot of people asking when I'm racing again. Okay, Callum's car is P3 at the minute.
Oh, they're still running.
Yes.
Oh, grouse,
seems to
up the aisle.
When am I racing again? April.
Yeah,
April.
very good.
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
It's going to be a good day. Good track. I like Barcelona. It's a solid track.
Yeah.
A lot of people say it's so-so because we used to do a lot of testing there, but actually, racing-wise, it's a good fun track. Jesus,
Do you do the fun bit, or do you have to do the chicane in Elms?
I believe that the new obligation is only the round bit, so I don't think we've got the chicane anymore, but maybe we do. I don't know.
Hopefully not.
James, when are you racing in the Alfa Romeo Championship? To be fair, we still need to release that video.
Yeah, it's in the archives.
It's actually like buried deep inside the bowels of the archives.
Really up
Like,
there. It's way up there.
I think nothing's happened from that, but we should actually get you in the car. Reach out to them.
Yeah, I was
Yeah, right.
actually messaging the other day. I just needed to ask me some questions about my race license, which currently doesn't
It's
exist.
non-existent. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll probably have to go and do the arts test,
Yeah, I
right?
have to. Yeah, we'll
Oh,
probably
this
do
is
that,
so good. We could do an arts test video, which
Yeah.
is hilarious. Like they'd make you drive around in a what was it called? What's that tickety bob car? Little caterum.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you do a bit of caterum
I
driving.
was shopping around for a catering this morning.
Were you?
Yeah.
Are you thinking of investing in a?
No.
No, just looking from afar.
Sounded like fun. Looked
Yeah.
at it. 15 grand. Realised I'm about 17 grand short.
And we've got
That's
Kevin
the end of
Magnussen with a bit of a lockup. It stops the car nice. Good on him.
that. Nice.
Get James in a stock car. Now that would be something.
A stock car.
Yeah,
What kind of stock car?
probably like a
Like a
NASCAR.
Brazilian stock car or
Oh,
like
a Brazilian stock car could do well. I reckon it'll. I reckon you do well in NASCAR. You've got that kind of I don't know, that driving style. I think from when we was in the car, you just really just hacking at the wheel,
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
hacksaw Jim Bob, fucking going at it, ooh, 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 into the corners,
There's some hot brakes there. And sort
and
of they're
lost.
missing it. Oh fuck! Is there supposed to be 4 of the bastards? Oh shit!
Oh,
There doesn't seem to be a lot of urgency. Is my one
it
criticism.
seems to be that one of them has lost a bolt. I think, as Russell's now
Russell's
said.
in.
So it looks to me they've gone.
Bottas is currently 1 minute 4 seconds in the pits.
That's no good.
8. No.
They're channeling their sort of early 60s pit stops routine.
There he goes.
52 seconds in the box. Not quite as long as when he had that wheel that got stuck on in Monaco. I don't know if you remember.
Oh yeah, it was like
Mate,
an 8-day pit stop or something.
well, they couldn't actually take the wheel off until they got back to the
factory,
factory,
yeah.
which is...
And even then, I think it was actually quite a mare. They had to like chop it off or something.
James would 100% get punched in pit lane by an irate fellow driver in NASCAR. Do you know what? I reckon you could take any of them. Yeah, you'd start the shit. But I reckon you'd talk the talk, but you'd walk the walk too.
Yeah.
I reckon you could... you'd literally just do a massive dedouche to any guy in the pit.
They should run the same rule in NASCAR that they have in ice hockey, where if you both ditch the gloves, fair game, no penalties.
Do you know what? I only realised this, like, when you told me, like, last week. I didn't know. So, like, I didn't understand why the fuck the guys would just get their gloves off for no reason.
Yeah.
And I was just like, why? Surely you want
So
to
I
punch
think-
with your glove on because it hurt less.
Someone in the chat will know the rules properly, but I believe it's like if you drop your gloves, or if like you hit someone with gloves on, or whatever. If you drop your gloves and you hit somebody with their gloves still on, you're in the bin, mate. Out of the belt.
up about.
it. But
Jeez.
yeah, if you both drop the gloves, it's like, all right, lads, have at it.
Have at it. And it's crazy how they go, because they punch.
And then they keep the lids on. They keep the helmets on.
Yeah,
So
until it falls off.
Yeah.
And then they keep punching.
Fantastic.
No, I love the sport, honestly.
No idea what the rules of the actual game are, but I do know the fighting rules. That's
Exactly, that's the key. As we see, is that an onboard of, looks like Max Verstappen, but it may be Sergio Perez, I'm not sure.
Apparently there's this new kid at the New York Rangers who's just like scrappy dude. And
Really?
just keeps fucking
Keeps
people.
scrapping. We've got a comment there. Will Power versus Carl Busch versus James Blair. I'd pay good money for this to happen. Do you know what? Call him out.
Alright, so here's what's going to happen, right? Will's not a very... He's a bit of a clumsy fighter. We've seen that in his exchange with Dixon last year.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to take a big swing at Bush, who's a big fella, right?
Yeah.
And then he's going to sort of stumble. Bush is going to... I might go and finish him off, right?
Alright.
And then...
So who's finished off now? Bush.
Power's out, cold. He spun himself around trying to hit Bush, and I've collected him on the way through.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So then what's going to happen next is I'm going to play broker. Then I'm going to hey, no, he was the one kicking off now. I've got no issue with you.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, no, we're cool. And then as soon as he fucking turns around, bang, King hit the bastard.
Oh, so you're going for a CP?
Yeah, CP
coward
to the back
punch.
of the head. Yeah.
CP to the back of the bonnet.
Yeah.
And
All's
then,
fair in love and war, man.
and then that's it. You've won.
No, bugger off. Yeah, go
Then
ahead.
bugger off, have a drink.
Yeah.
Get your belt.
How's that delivery go?
Little big fat WrestleMania belt.
Oh, we've got Mercedes on Aston. No, is he lapping him?
I don't know. No, they're fighting for position.
Yeah. Position-esque. I might yeah.
No, but what about F1 WrestleMania? I mean, we've done it before.
So we've got this on-running conversation in the office.
Yeah.
With a dear friend of mine, Dominic, and we ask everyone who comes to our bank of desks, in an all-out brawl, like
WrestleMania,
140 people,
no guns, and no knives, just fist fight,
fists and nails.
Which
all the world leaders, so all the prime ministers, your presidents, all that, who would win in an all-out brawl between the world leaders?
Should we ask chat?
You can kind of have your own fun with that in the chat. Let's play Formula One though, because we discussed that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
we discussed that.
So Formula One, all-out brawl.
Okay, so who's out first? We need to identify
the sort of
the dweebs. Russell, he's out cold.
You reckon he's out cold straight away?
Russell's out cold within 5 seconds.
Now, a lot of people would bank on Tsunoda probably being out quite early because he's quite small.
No, I think
you know
he's dirty.
what?
I think he's dirty.
That sort of change of direction. I think he's very agile. He's going to duck. It's hard to fight a small person because...
Never mind, if we go and no rules though, you could knee him in the face.
Yes. But I still believe Yuki would I don't know.
I think he's got it. Yeah.
He's got it.
So I don't think Piastri is much of a fighter.
I think Piastri would be out quite early as
well.
well.
I think him and Russell might knock each other out in the face.
Albon. I reckon Albon wouldn't last very long.
I think Albon might cry in the corner and hope nobody notices he's there.
Yeah, that's the one. He wouldn't try and get in.
No, he definitely doesn't
involved.
Yeah. Bottas would fuck everyone up.
I reckon. Do you know what? My honest take right now, as we've got a great little scrap
there between Hamilton and
Paul Piastri's just been done.
Piastri. I suspect it'd be a similar story in the brawl.
So Oscar and Alex and Russell probably out quite early.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon Danny Rick would talk a big game, but I reckon he'd get out early too.
Do you know if there's anyone that trains sort of jiu-jitsu or does martial arts as a part of their training? Is that part of your knowledge?
No, not really.
I don't see Lando.
Although I do believe the Haas pair, instead of being dead last as they most of the time are in the races, I think they'd be way up front.
They'd actually be very good. I think Magnussen in particular, with that Scandinavian influence, would win the bar fight.
And I just see Nico. You know, he's a tall, well-built fella. He's got long reach.
Dead right. So I think we're going kind of Germanic Scandi here. So if we're identifying,
I think Fernando's got some. The only thing is,
I think he might be a bit pretty to fight.
It's the age.
Mm-hmm.
I think the age would come against him.
So I think the guys who you're going to really need to watch out for are going to be Bottas, they're going to be Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Sonoda.
And I reckon
Hamilton's probably he's pretty strong.
I reckon Hamilton would I reckon Hamilton would be well. All right, let's get Alonso out of the way. So we go Magnussen, Hulkenberg. Forget the Alpine pair. They're probably too pretty to
Absolutely.
fight.
To be honest, they'd actually both just probably strangle each other to death.
Do you know what? They wouldn't fight anybody else. They'd knock each other out.
Strangle each
So
other.
they'd knock each other out. Logan. I reckon Logan would struggle. But I think he'd
get a couple of good hits in, but I don't think he's not in the top 5.
So and then so for sure, I mean Stroll's bankrolling the fight.
He's watching from his box.
He's watching from his box.
Let the poor people play the game.
I reckon Norris would be out quite early.
I think both McLaren drivers, both Williams drivers, and both Alpine drivers, I think we can count out pretty early.
Verstappen, I think, would get out mid-fight, but I do believe that Perez would stay in for quite a while. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think I agree.
So I'd go Perez, sort of like, say you've not...
Okay, give us your last 4 standing.
My last 4 standing, Hulkenberg and Magnussen, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I think they're the last 2. Yeah.
I reckon...
And Bottas. That's my top 3
I reckon Bottas is in there.
That's my top 3 all day.
And I'm going to go Yuki.
I think it's between Yuki and Hamilton.
Yeah.
For that 4th spot.
For that 4th spot. And then it's fights of death between the last 4, and that's kind of a coin toss.
At that point, it's anyone's game. You don't know what injuries they've succumbed from other drivers throughout the process.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So...
Well, I'm glad we've got to the bottom of that one, mate. As we're on lap 37 57, 20 to go here in Bahrain.
Best F1 fighter. New poll there on the chat. I'm going Hulk, but no, I'm going to go K-Mag, you know. A lot of people going for K-Mag there, 2-1. Yeah, get the poll in, guys. K-Mag.
poll?
That's
outstanding.
We got K-Mag really leading the way.
Let's give that 3 laps and see.
Yeah, I don't know if it's 3 laps, but just get your votes in, people, and let us know what your best fighter, best F1
Pick your fighter.
Yeah, pick your fighter for the all-out brawl. As we're watching this boring Grand Prix.
We could sell this idea to Liberty Media, no worries.
Oh, mate.
They'd pay through the
It would.
nose for it.
Honestly, pay-per-view, records. Records, mate.
Take inspiration from the Zuck Musk noise.
But
that would have been the biggest pay-per-view. Still could be.
And do you know the best thing about it? If somebody gets injured, there's always a reserve driver there who could get his chance. So
I reckon the reserve drivers would be fueling the fucking...
Oh, they'd be well behind it.
Fueling the anger.
They'd be like, do you know what he said about you?
Yeah, he'd be like...
It would probably be the only time that the reserve driver would be cheering on other teams. So that his driver gets knocked out.
Yeah. You'd sort of hope for permanent injury as well.
Yeah.
If you were Drago, your advice to Alonso would be like, mate, trust me, go for the eyes. I want any shot I could get.
Well, this poll's moving ahead pretty quickly, and we seem to have a definite runaway at the moment. But
is it Magnussen?
Yeah, it is K-Mag at the moment. But old suck my balls K-Mag.
Yeah, you've got to say the guy that has the testicular fortitude to say something like "suck my balls" on TV.
On TV.
He's probably a pretty good fighter.
Yeah. It's not. K-Mag's the winner out of this. 24 votes for K-Mag, 16 for Valtteri Bottas. Hulk and Yuki coming in close, 7 and 7, and poor Lewis on 1.
Right.
So I think Yuki deserves the top 4 now.
Yeah,
from
that's
this
fair.
poll.
That's fair. Oh, well, congratulations to Kevin Magnussen for winning the 2024 bar fight,
WrestleMania.
Theoretical bar fight world championship.
Yep. WrestleMania for men like K-Mag. They're talking about runners-up here, but, you know, there's no runners-up here. I think, wow, how dominant is this that the Red Bulls can both go on the softs when everybody behind them has gone hard, and they know they're going to last to the end?
Scrambling for a joke there, mate, but...
do you know
so
what?
Okay.
The one thing that's got me slightly
Soft,
worried...
hard?
Sorry?
Are they going soft, hard?
They've gone soft, hard, soft.
Oh, okay, so they've already done it. All right.
But right now, I feel bad because I feel like Red Bull's even more dominant than they were last year.
Yep, I do as well.
They've actually moved the goalposts.
Do you know what? And I'm not going to tempt too
Fate.
much fate here.
Yeah.
But I'd love to see Science end up on this podium, right? And then when they sort of give out the trophies, pass me that everyone bottle. I'd love to see this. I'd love to see the.
Oh,
That would be so
giving
good.
them the.
Fucking hell. What do you think of that, Frick?
Do you know the thing is, I actually think Fred really liked him, but
No, I totally
as
it's
a
business
brand,
decision. You
as
have
a
to,
brand, you're never going to turn down signing Lewis Hamilton.
No, so why didn't they ask the Real Madrid chappie, why'd you sign Beckham? We doubled our income in 1 year.
Beckham, I mean,
Revenue.
Beckham was good, but he wasn't
He's a brand.
unbelievable. But he's a brand.
He's a better brand than he was a footballer, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way.
No, quite the opposite. I think that's the extremely smart way to put it.
I'm certainly a much better brand than I ever was a racing driver.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But possibly a much better broker too.
Yeah, that's
You'd
almost
like to think so.
unquestionable. Yeah.
As we've got Charles Leclerc there on that 40 of 57, and I don't know where my Deliveroo is, because it doesn't take that long to pack a...
Bottle of tequila and a few
No.
pretzels, no.
Geez, they come from afar. As my driver's in Farringdon at the moment. Quite a long
Just take the Elizabeth line or something.
Maybe. Yeah, quite a sort of green way to get to your spot. But as we've got George Russell there sitting P4, about 8 seconds behind Carlos Sainz, in what has been an absolute pants down situation from Charles Leclerc, as he's currently about 10 seconds behind his teammate. Now, we don't know if he's got an issue with his car.
We
We
don't.
say he's been locking up quite a lot. But
There can be a talent issue as well.
for sure.
Yeah.
At the moment, we've got Oscar Piastri. He's just got
Played a nice
past
little
Fernando Alonso.
Yeah.
Stroll behind Alonso. 2 points there and 1 point for the Aston Martin. Definitely not as good of a weekend as Marcus fighting. Huh. I reckon Marcus would get.
Armstrong.
I reckon he would get douched inside of the first minute.
Yeah, he's got no track record of fighting at all.
No,
He does have a reputation of being punched in nightclubs in Indianapolis. We covered that on the podcast, I believe.
we did cover that in the podcast.
So yeah, no, absolutely no good whatsoever.
Put it this way, he wouldn't make for a good bodyguard.
How many percent am I? Let's see if we can give him an opportunity to defend himself at least.
Are you going to try and give him a call?
Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
give him a buzz.
Yeah.
Seeing as he's still a director of the company.
He is probably an answer. You might answer.
Yeah,
Who knows?
much more likely these days.
JM would kill Marcus in a fight.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't even think.
Hey mate,
Hey, buddy.
you're on stream by the way.
Yeah, you're on stream with the boys.
Can you turn his camera? Okay. Just a quick question. We're just discussing fights and who we think would win in an all-out brawl between all of the F1 drivers.
Yeah.
Hey?
He's doing
He's
his
doing
plank.
a plank. Yeah.
His head's pretty red.
He
You
looks
alright
he
there,
looks
mate?
red as a Heinz bottle.
Are you having a
actually.
stroke? Oh my god. Yeah, connection's terrifically
Connection's-
bad.
yeah, it's terrible.
Let me just give him a call.
What are you
Right,
actually
yeah,
off?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
my phone is notoriously shite.
No, I've called him the wrong person. No good. Where's Marcus Armstrong? He has answered, which is surprising. Well, not
As I
so
said.
much, but yeah. As we've got Marcus on
Your
the phone.
sound is so much better. What is wrong with my phone?
I don't know. Hello, buddy.
G'day.
How's it going?
Oh, hello.
You're on stream there, buddy. Yeah. How many minutes in are you?
I'm just having a warm-up, maybe 12 minutes in, going 15.
Oh,
What a planker.
what a planker! You're an absolute planker, mate. Just a quick question. So we're having a bit of a debate here on the old stream, as the race is inherently pretty boring, as
Yeah.
Max Verstappen is now
42,
15
57.
seconds in the lead. So WrestleMania, sort of massive bar like brawl. The whole F1 grid. Who's coming out on top?
No tag team situation.
No
just
tag team.
All for yourself.
Yeah, all for yourself there, mate.
Alright, yeah, that's a tough one. I'd have to lean towards Nico Hulkenberg. You know,
Our thoughts exactly.
Our thoughts.
He's got I think he's one of them guys that are just naturally strong, you know?
Yeah. He's got
Armstrong.
and you know what? He's a tall fella, so he's got reach.
He probably does have reach.
He's got movement.
He's got depth as well, I've heard.
Does it?
Yeah.
Who'd you hear that from, mate?
Oh, no one special.
And on top of that, so yeah, we're thinking the Haas pair, rather than finishing dead last like they most usually do, would be way up front in this fight. Because the sort of K-Mag, you know, having the sort of ego to be able to say suck my balls on air is kind of it shows something.
I'm trying to think who would be the worst in this situation.
We both thought that Russell would be knocked out within 5 seconds.
Is that because he's not a good fighter, or is it because
It's a vibe. We had to go on vibe.
I think it's a story of two tales. Put it this way: it's A, he's not a very good fighter, and B, I think potentially quite a majority of the drivers wouldn't mind having him giving him a bit of a disease.
I probably would have to agree with you. You'd be the first to...
No, there'd be a queue.
There'd be a it's sort of the whole brawl wouldn't start until he's knocked out.
Then it'd be like the fifth light going out.
I'll tell you what, I've actually had a fight with Guan Yu Zhou before.
Oh yeah.
In a boxing ring. Yeah.
Yes.
We've gone around together, and you know, believe it or not, Callum Ilott even beat Guan Yu Zhou in the boxing ring. So.
And I've been
going off just pure fighting ability.
Yeah.
Probably down the bottom.
Yeah, no, he didn't really get much of a mention, Joe. He kind of fell by the wayside. We also said Piastri wouldn't be hanging around too long. We thought that Albon would just cry in the corner and wait for it to be over.
Yeah, he'd talk his way out of it. It'd be like me, just like sort of you win all your fights by 100 meters, you know.
Yeah, that's too right.
Yeah,
that's too right. So would you back where would you back yourself?
Where would you back yourself?
If it was for as long as you could remain, you know, conscious or breathing, how many drivers do you think are going down before you in the F1 grid?
Maybe I beat Sonoda.
We put him top 5, mate. It's the low centre of gravity and the agility, mate.
And we think he'd be filthy as well.
Yeah.
I don't think
he wouldn't play by the rules.
He'd grow out his fingernails just for the event.
He'd be like Tyson. He'd be fighting people's ears.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
So you take Joe.
As we all know, I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah.
And I think I just prefer just to talk my way out of it, and just maybe play dead, you know, ultimately.
Play possum.
Play
possum. Yeah, it's
good answer. See, I think James would go far.
It depends on what kind of. It depends on
James
what kind of.
I think in that fight, he'd top 5.
It genuinely depends on what kind of week I've had at work.
Yeah.
This week, I'd take anyone.
No, James. What I can see James doing is he'd throw a punch, he'd hit someone in the head, and his hand
Probably
would
myself.
shatter in his hand.
It'd be like when Ilott hit the wall at the 500, the knuckle would just go backwards through the fucking wrist.
You've got quite small hands there, Jim. I don't feel like they
Dainty.
do well in the boxing ring.
They're not that small, but they're quite feminine.
Which is alright.
Yeah.
I mean, I like a feminine hand.
Our old driver coach Matt Hamilton always used to comment on my feminine hands. That's a true story.
I might just let you sit with that one.
Yeah, fair enough.
Anyways, we'll give you a call back once the stream's ended if you've got a bit of a minute, maybe, at some point.
Yeah,
Be good to have a chat, little catch up.
Yeah, good on you guys. Stay safe. Kia kaha.
Kia kaha, mate.
Mate.
Your backbone.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, you too. See you. Bye.
Seemed in high spirits.
Thoughts
and Perez with Marcus Armstrong. Thoughts and Perez? No, just thoughts of Marcus Armstrong.
Yeah, no, great to joining back on this race. Lap 45 of 57. Not really much has happened during that call.
No, bugger all actually, which is reassuring.
Yeah, reassuring, I'd say. Yeah.
Verstappen seems to have sort of slowed the pace down a bit. I think
he's really cruising.
I think PR's got on the radio. I mean, like, mate, Perez is second. Can you just
slow it down a little bit? Like,
okay, still win by like more than 15, 10, 15, but could you try and keep it under 25?
got a good comment there. Where is it? Yeah, Tequila's not here right now,
Really disappointing. Really disappointing.
and I'm quite hungry.
11 to go. I feel like the end might sneak up on us here. You know, I feel like this might end quicker than it's taken to get going.
Marcus is all bark, no bite. Pretty much.
Yeah, no,
It's pretty accurate.
But I think to his own admission as well. To be honest.
To be fair, he didn't talk a big game.
Sorry, I'm actually just watching the race here. Forgot I was meant to be talking.
Yeah, look at this.
Which one?
Where is it gone? Where's it gone? Wait. Oh, it's gone.
It's probably got moderated.
No.
Leclerc's still insisting on that very wide line as he's pesting all over the back of George Russell now.
Oh, I've lost the comment. Sorry?
George's pitch
George has gone wide!
and the pearly gates open for Charles Leclerc.
And he's on his way and he's got DRS and there's nothing George Russell can do about it!
Got that done, sweet.
And Alan DeGeneres has made a mistake.
Well, he looked like Ellen DeGeneres at trying to dress up as Johnny Depp on the grid.
Yeah, how was that look from old Georgie boy there on the grid?
The Depp DeGeneres crossover from George Russell.
Too good.
So Martin reckons George is going to have a go straight back.
Oh, well, Martin's always right. George loves a fight.
He does.
He occasionally likes a shunt.
He does. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a bit of a quite intriguing though. How the tables turned is in the pre-race interview. He said it'd be likely that some people lock up into T10 as he himself has now done.
Written his own story there.
Yeah, but So
how far are the sides? 11 seconds.
Sainz has actually dropped him.
Oh, Tequila!
10 to go.
Come on, brother. Yeah, come on, push. Should we get the glasses?
Oh, yeah. Anything worth doing is worth overdoing.
Are these the only glasses?
She only got one.
There you go.
Here we go.
Stemless numbers. Lovely.
Douche. You munched on those bloody Joe and the Juice muffins.
On board with Alonso here.
Keep the commentary going.
I mean, there's not much to comment on. Like, when we're not talking about something stupid, then I have to talk about the Formula One, and I watch Formula One and I realise nothing's happening.
It is like watching something that stands still. As much as it's...
Do you know what this is actually? Do you know what this feels like?
What does it feel like?
It feels like watching like your old episodes of your favourite show.
Yeah, it's kind of like a watch.
It's like, yeah, it's nice to have on
You
there.
put it on in the background,
But
background
You've
noise.
seen it all before. You know
Yeah,
how it
yeah,
goes. It's just, it's interesting. It's nice to look at, nice to hear. It's chewing gum for the eyes and ears, if anything.
Yeah. Oh. It's 82. Thank you. Oh, and you made birthday or not?
How's that ice going, do you think?
I don't know, but he didn't ask for my birthday, brother.
Oh, that's good.
Clearly he believes that I am an over-rating.
27th of December.
23rd. Yeah, it is background noise, actually, Formula One. Oh, I thought they'd forgotten my tequila bottle there. I was going to go. So,
I think this ice is still rather liquid, but
let me have a look. Ah, it's solid.
bit of air in it.
What are you on about? It's solid.
No, I don't know how. I think it's just the top that's solid.
Oh.
Like that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no good.
Well, maybe we should just pop in a couple there, in the glasses.
No, I mean like that's literally all we've got.
The beard
It's a
saved
very
me.
thin
What are you on
ice.
about? I look well over-rating, even without a beard. Oh, I fucking love tequila.
I think we're gonna have to just raw dog it, mate.
Raw dog it.
Yeah.
Straight.
Yeah, just do me a shot. Don't do me like a big pour like that.
That's what's wrong with a big pour like that.
Also, I can't shot it.
You want to shot this?
Mate, if I'm drinking fucking room temperature tequila, shit.
It's
yeah,
not room
shot it.
temperature, it's cold.
Oh, it is cold.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good cold tequila.
Is it cold or is it
It's...
coldish? Cold adjacent.
And we've got some lime. Would you like a lime?
This is a mediocre operation.
What? What are you on about?
It's just the no ice in it. It's just weird. It's just,
Well,
I feel like I'm drinking out of a beaker.
look, James. Can't have it all.
No, it's true.
Ow! Just fucking hurt my head.
No, you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, it's so boring, this F1 thing, isn't it?
Blanco tastes a bit like paint thinners when it's.
Sorry?
It tastes a bit like paint thinners.
Yeah, have these in there.
Yeah. Yeah, just give. Actually, I'm just gonna give it a big old fucking.
Oh, you're gonna give it a squeeze?
Squeeze the old bastards in there. This thing needs some flavour in it. Do you know what I'm actually gonna do? I'm just gonna bang this in the freezer for like 10 minutes.
What's that?
This glass.
No! You're gonna miss the end of the race with no tequila.
Yeah, true.
Why don't we put the bottle in the freezer?
That makes sense. Probably don't need that wedge.
There you go. Pop that bottle in the freezer. You want your crisps?
Yes.
Yes!
I would like some crisps.
Ah, what a good day we're having here. Here are your crisps. As we watch on in this feisty race that Max Verstappen has absolutely dominated. Oh yeah. What's going on?
Welder shot. Why is there so much air in it? You know what?
Because of the truffle.
That doesn't make
It
any sense.
stinks.
Oh, yeah, I want to see the scissors on it.
How's chat? Oh, you ditched F1 entirely to watch Callum
Take
drive.
the plastic off her knives.
No, that's because I left them on there. It's supposed to be on there so it doesn't hurt. The pointy end doesn't hurt.
When you stab people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good salami. Yep. Callum P4.
Come on. P3 before what's happened?
People want us to go blonde.
Blonde?
Hmm.
No.
See, I could go platinum. But then I got told against it by my barber, who said it was very likely to
You
turn...
would look instantly 60 if you went grey. Just dyed it grey.
60?
You wouldn't be able to tell.
Oh yeah.
I reckon if you went platinum,
The thing
you
is,
actually just look like an old man.
the only problem with platinum is that my hair's very dark, and so if they fuck it up, it's Sainsbury's orange. And that's no good.
No.
So I was advised against it by my barber.
Yeah, that's probably good advice.
My old faithful, what's his name again?
Close
Oh.
friend of
Jordan.
Jordan.
No, British Jordan.
I know. Jordan Belfort. Okay.
Lando Norris coming for George Russell there, actually. Hmm. Ooh, driver swap. Tsunoda letting Ricciardo pass, it seems.
Interesting.
Doesn't seem like there's
Not
going to be
there.
a swap.
I don't think Tsunoda's going to stop chasing that rabbit, to be honest.
Nope. No chance.
And to be fair, I don't know.
No, he's not going to let him go.
It's kind of hard to see why you would. I mean, neither of them are going to score points realistically, are they?
I don't understand why Tsunoda's trying to...
Yeah, why don't you both fucking pass Magnussen?
Interesting. Stroll, good recovery from being turned around at the first corner. P10. Wow.
It's a fair response from a racing driver. It's a terrible response from an employee.
He ain't happy.
See what these truffle crisps are all about. Oh,
No?
outstanding.
Really?
Really good.
Top notch. Have you given me one? A little dabble? Ooh. Ooh. Mmm. You're outstanding indeed. 5 laps to go. But he's not making any inroads. Old Yuki. Ooh. Tequila's hard when it's straight.
It's yeah. I told you it's difficult sipping.
Oh, he's done it. Max Verstappen has just dominated this race.
Yeah. Yuki's going to try and pounce on Daniel when Max goes through, isn't he?
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, to be fair, I am actually struggling to see the point in swapping 13th and 14th.
In reality, if Ricciardo's on the soft, he could go get Magnussen, he could go get Zhu.
Mm. But he couldn't get past Yuki, so that's...
But it's difficult when the guy's got the DRS intro.
Which is great. Yoss just pestering around the garage.
That is hot, this fucking tequila. It really warms your insides,
Yeah.
right?
My face is warm.
Honestly, geez, Yuki Tsunoda not happy.
That's stupid.
2 men shoving snacks into their mouths, premium content.
Yep.
Yep. Worth a sub.
Mm.
Oof. Big braking there from Lando Norris.
Uneventful race for McLaren, but solid.
Well,
Just going to try and bring it back around to a bit of F1 chat now. Here it is. Yeah.
they're 4th in the championship, put it that way.
Yes. That looks relatively confirmed, doesn't it?
Yeah, you say that, but
You know, they were P last year, I suppose.
at this point of the year.
Mm.
Now, the biggest worry that I have is how strong Red Bull is,
Mm-hmm.
and they have a massive upgrade coming
Do they?
as soon as they get back to Europe. The whole sidepod's being overhauled.
Hmm.
Even more than it already is so different.
It feels like the start of COVID, where it's like this thing's quite
Can I
bad.
just ask, How did you go from this to COVID?
Well, do you know what I mean? Like, apparently apparently it's going to get way fucking worse in a few weeks' time. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of shit.
So right now it's already pretty bad.
Yeah. And they expect it to get worse before it gets better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This food's good.
It is very good, actually. Impressed.
What about with crisps? You finished them already?
No.
I thought they're quite an antisocial snack for us. I could probably crack back into those when we finish streaming.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I'm gonna have my Huel.
Yeah.
My Huel.
Silly drink.
Well, this
That'll
hasn't
put some hair on your chest.
What?
Big old slug of tequila.
You know, there's nothing better than tequila.
I respectfully disagree, but
Jesus, Yuki's fucking beefing.
how to lose your seat in 10 days.
What is your two's favourite alcohol? Tequila?
My favourite alcohol is tequila.
Well, no, it depends for what.
Yeah, it's so situational. My go-to is tequila, probably.
For a big night.
Yeah, for a big night. Yeah. But if I'm going for enjoyment, like the thing that I like to drink the most, red wine. Closely
Yeah.
followed by champagne, probably.
Sabine with a gifted. Yeah. I'm getting red wine for a dinner.
Mm.
Tequila for an night out. The only problem with tequila is that occasionally it's gone a bit far.
Tequila?
Mm-hmm.
It has a habit of doing that.
And it's one of those where you don't really remember what you did.
That's white wine for me.
And the worst thing about not remembering what you did is finding out the next day.
That is the worst.
Anxiety is so real.
To be honest,
Especially,
it's why I don't really drink that much anymore.
do you know what is the greatest fear of a racing driver who has access to his phone that night?
Yeah.
After every night out, I bet you 150% every racing driver or any athlete or anybody, any sort of personality who has a social following, the first thing they will do is look at their phone, go on Instagram, and see what's on his story.
I would say searching the name into Twitter.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we're not. I wouldn't say I'm big enough to be famous on Twitter.
Yeah.
But I guess if you're Cristiano Ronaldo or something like that, you probably would. But yeah, to make sure that you haven't posted something fucking obviously when you got sponsors and stuff involved, you're completely off your ass
There's that
in the middle of a club.
There's that video of Toto Wolff in a nightclub or something like crowd surfing and stuff. I won't out them, but we know who took that video.
Yeah.
And Susie Wolff basically threatened her career.
Yeah, which was stupid because it actually showed the real Toto Wolff behind the scenes.
People loved it. But yeah, Susie was not pleased.
No, Susie was not happy.
'57. We're on the last lap, folks. We're on the last lap.
Worked it out.
Right.
We figured it out. That was good.
Yeah, lovely.
And it's been pretty fucking easy.
Okay, so there's Max. Max is entering the last sector now.
Perez looking to claim his first victory of the year. And it's a double podium for Ferrari. With Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc in P2 and P3.
14 second gap between Sainz and Leclerc. 22-second gap between Perez and Verstappen.
It is what I would call a statement.
Yeah. I'm loving it.
And there you go.
There you go, Maxi.
Now,
On your way.
how many Grand Prix wins is that? So let's reiterate this. 12 seconds was the winning margin last year. We're now on 22 and a half seconds.
He's gained 10 seconds.
Damn.
Yeah. There you go, Carlos. Attaboy.
Good on him.
Show the world.
Chat, give me a little stat there. How many wins is that for Max Verstappen now? And it is a Grand Slam. He's won, poled it, scored fast lap, and led every single lap.
There you go. I mean, business as usual.
Well, it really is.
But he's like...
55 wins, brother.
There's...
55 wins, and he is 26 years old.
God, that's depressing. That'll mean lots. So I'm getting a compliment on his professionalism from Christian there.
Yep.
Fireworks going off
But
around
do you
the
know what?
circuit.
Say what you will about Max Verstappen. He may not tickle your fancy in terms of being 100% honest all the time and sometimes being a bit controversial in certain statements and so on.
Mm-hmm.
But at least A, he's 100% truthful, B, he's 100% himself, and C, he is a fucking insane talent. Because no matter what you say about that car, Checo Perez is not a bad driver.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. But I think more to the point though, man, most importantly for me is D. Bloody nice guy, according to everyone I know who's met him.
Bloody nice guy, feet on the ground, and pulls 20 seconds on his teammate.
Absurdly good.
Absurdly good.
Like, bear in mind Perez's stock price after when he was signed at Red Bull.
Yeah. A lot of people, what did they say? Huh.
If you'd said in a conversation of Formula One fans, Perez is shit, they'd have
Told you
fucking
no
marched
way.
you out of the room.
Yeah. And yet, he pulls a 20-second gap on his teammate.
But he's done that to all of his teammates.
That's the thing. Until somebody comes along and puts him on his...
I genuinely think he just is that good. Like, it's just...
Yeah, for sure. And it may be boring, but at some point you have to sit back and say,
doff
"Fuck,
the cap.
there's greatness."
It's like watching Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
You don't need to be... You know, you might be a Lakers fan, but you can still go, fuck man, that's
Impressive.
something.
Big shout out to Carlos.
Oh, massive. Oh, he got 55% of the vote, did he?
No, 31.
31, oh.
The thing that people, like, I understand the Max hate around what happened around the World Championship in 21. But if I have to say anything, it's not his fault.
No. He wasn't stewarding.
He wasn't stewarding, and he's bulking a lot of the blame for it, and he's taking a lot of shit for it, saying his 2021 championship isn't his and so on. And let's not forget that for 20 races, the 20 races that happened before, it was a tough fight between the two of them.
That was Champions League final every weekend that season.
Man, I do not remember a single season where two drives from two different teams, not two drivers in fighting the same team going for a championship.
Yeah.
No, two different teams, different setups, different development routes, different, all that thing. And
Different
yeah,
generations.
you could argue that it wasn't dealt with in the correct way, but Max had fuck all to do with it. In the end, whether it was dealt with it the right way or not, where was he going into the last lap? He had to make the move on Hamilton. It was a racing move. Okay, the circumstances are what they are, but he made the move. There's nothing against him.
Here's the thing that I always think about that situation. I don't mean to dig up old wounds for any Mercedes fans. Sorry about this, but Hamilton had every opportunity that Max did to win that championship. It was just unfortunate for him that he was the one leading when that safety car came out.
Yeah, because it had been the other way around.
So if Hamilton boxes, right, for new tyres, and Verstappen goes, I'm going to stay out, Lewis Hamilton wins the championship.
If the rules are followed the way they were, yeah.
So he had the choice. He had the option there. You can pit for tyres.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I
the
mean?
circumstances are true. But it's true that at the same time, if Michael Massey had followed exactly the same rule, and he potentially would have, because nobody wanted the race to finish behind a safety car.
I have another theory, which might ruffle some feathers, but hey, it was 3 years ago. I think Toto Wolff, if there was bias from Michael Massey in that race, in that decision in that time, it was inflicted by Toto Wolff badgering him over the radio. Toto Wolff didn't leave Michael Massey the fuck alone for that entire race. And if I was Michael Massey in that position, and it's a good thing I'm not, I would have gone, you know what, fuck you. Let's go racing, boys.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm sure the other team were as well.
No, absolutely. I don't know.
There is no chance. Like,
But Christian's approach was just need one racing lap. That's all I'm going to say. Not, Michael, you have to do what I say. Michael. It was like, dude, leave the bloke alone, you know? Anyway, this was my 2 cents 3 years later.
and well, if this is the end of Screaming Meals, it was nice meeting you all. It was a pleasure.
No, that was so not right.
What the fuck? This is so good. Oh, we're still on stream. Sorry. We won't bother you.
Alright.
Max Verstappen in the lead. Mate. James cancelled for mocking Toto. But the FIA is going to be on your case now.
Probably. No, they won't be. They can't be because there's no conflict of interest.
That's true.
So, all good in the clear.
You know what I find really interesting though? Like how throughout the years that the perception of the fan has changed. Like how the FIA was always on the Mercedes side, like back in the
Like,
mid
what did they
2010s.
say? FIAMG. That's what everyone used to call it, FIAMG.
Yeah, and now it's freaking Red Bull
Red
Mafia,
Bull,
whatever. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, in the end, people like
It was the Vettel thing that really, that's what did it. In Canada.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
everyone was FIAMG.
Yeah, but and yeah, what can I say?
Yeah.
We now only report on this.
Yeah.
We don't.
We just observe.
We share our opinions every now and then. We observe, but we don't make those decisions, and we just take what we can from them and bring it to you in the best possible way.
Yeah.
As we got Sergio
Perez
Perez
looks
there.
green. What's wrong with him?
Yeah, the lighting is terrible. They
He
really
looks
got.
like an alien.
Yeah, she does. They really need to work on the colouring of the camera.
Colour. The audio's been a bit patchy actually as well from Formula 1 this weekend.
It's
There's
not
been a few
great,
mics
yeah.
have just been.
I
I
think
know we're not ones to talk after our performance yesterday.
No. We've had an absolute shocker
We
yesterday.
even fucking nailed it today though.
Yeah, I have to say, not only we've nailed the how do you call it, the
You're quickly unnailing this.
the connection,
The
the
Wi-Fi,
camera, the Wi-Fi, everything ticking
imagery.
along, tickety boo, as we would say.
We even got the founder on the phone.
We did get the founder on the phone, which was surprising for a long period of time, but it's become and now on top of that, we've actually done 3 races, and I thought our commentary was pretty good.
Words out of my mouth, mate. Words out of my mouth. Should we leave it there?
Well, I think we can enjoy the fact that
Carlos is getting his victory lap.
Carlos has given his victory lap. He's really showing off the fact that it's a probable mistake not to have signed him again. But hey, let's see how the season unfolds.
Indeed.
He's obviously got the
Yeah, so was Leclerc this year.
yeah. But anyways,
Hey, the ink's dry. The ink is
dry.
dry in Marinella. So we'll see what's going to happen with Science's future over the course of the rest of the year, I suppose.
anyways, should we call it a day?
Yeah, let's do that.
Backbones,
Hey, thanks everyone. We'll see you next weekend
We
in
will.
Saudi Arabia.
indeed. We won't be in Saudi.
No, we won't be on those are travel days.
See, the thing is, F1's still trying to keep us away from the paddock.
Yeah.
As I told you, Sky obviously hacked us yesterday,
Yeah.
and so
There's
as a
definitely a
result,
greater conspiracy at play here.
Yeah.
So,
conspiracies there, and we'll be there. We'll be streaming. Well, we'll be streaming this year, I think, on Screaming Meals commentary. We'll be Screaming Meals commentary on all of the F1 races, probably. At least the ones
Most
of the ones that we can do, we'll be doing.
Pretty much, almost all, if not definitely all, the F2.
Yeah, F2 as well, F3 as well.
And full F3, yeah.
IndyCar.
IndyCar,
Done.
yeah.
And then maybe a couple of footy games here and there, whatever tickles the fancy, you know.
Yeah, the big ones, the big stuff.
Big stuff.
A few Q&As.
We've got a good game actually. We could stream
We're
tomorrow.
going to hammer it out. No. We're going to hammer out some podcasts.
Well, hopefully.
Well, you and I, we're going to fire the wine corner back up.
We'll give it a wine corner a go.
And then we're going to try and get some guests on. Obviously, all the F2 boys are going to be in Saudi and then Melbourne.
Yeah, we can find a couple of guests.
We can find some punters.
We can find some
Testing
punters.
around London.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're going to get old MA on the show as and when he's in London, do some shit with him when we're in the States.
Yeah, should be good.
Be good, yeah, Tim. Hey, thanks again for that. Signing off for the 4th time now.
Grazie,
Have a good
Mile.
Saturday evening.
Yeah, go party.
I'm going to let you turn it off because I don't know.
Oh yeah, you don't know what the fuck to do, do you?